what is the Kalasha? Kalasha, Mukhe Vishnu. On the mouth of this Kalasha are all the forms of Bhagwan Vishnu. Sri Ram, Sri Krishna. All the forms of Bhagwan Vishnu is on the mouth of the Kalsa. Kanta Rudra Samasrita, on the neck of this Kalasha, all the forms of Lord Shiva. Moola Tatra Sastito Brahma, and on the mole, on the root, on the base of this Kalasha is Brahma Bhagwan, the creator, preserver, destroyer. The three forms of Bhagwan, all the forms of the Devatas are present. Kalshasya Mukhe Vishnu Kanta Rudra Samashrita Moola Tatra Sastito Brahma Madhyama Tirgana Smrita Kukshautu Sagara Sarve Sapta Dvipava Sundara Rigvedo Yajurvedaha Sama Vedayatarvanam. And on the four corners of this Kalsa are the Vedas. And from the base of this Kalasha, going all the way up, all the heavens and the seven regions above the earth are present here. And also, where the Kalsa is present, seven regions down are present. Kalasha Puja is not an ordinary puja, but an extraordinary puja. So for this reason, we place the Kalasha and we perform puja to Kalasha. So in the Kalasha there is water. That's a necessity to our life. We wonder sometimes if life is inside this body or it is inside the water bottle. Because if we don't drink water, what will happen? We'll eventually die. Is life in the air that we breathe, which is also present in here, or it is in us? And in this Kalsa, there is also space. So the Kalash is full to such an extent whereby there is water, there is air, there is space. These are the elements that make up this life. Upon this Kalasha also we place 5 leaves. Generally, they're not 5 mango leaves, there are 5 different leaves. But for formalities, we put 5 mango leaves, which also suffice. So we perform Kalasha Bhagwan Puja. Wherever this Kalasha is placed and it is worshipped at that time, that place is said to be the center of all of Bhagwan's creation. That is how important and very powerful Kalasha Bhagwan is. So today we are performing this very special puja, inviting all the heavens and the holy pilgrimages to be present, inviting the Vedas and all to be worshipped. Om. We invite all the holy rivers. Sarita Sagara Shaila Tirtani Jaladanada Ayantu Yajmanascha Durita Kshaya Karaka. We invite Sarita, all the streams, all the rivers, Sagara, all the oceans, Shail, all the mountains, Sarvatirtha, all the holy place of pilgrimage to be present in the Kalasha. We worship the Kalasha as the very personification of Bhagwan himself. We worship outside the Kalsa and inside the Kalsa simultaneously. And in that Kalasha, we place Kandat, that is Durva. The Kandat represents all medicinal herb. Om Kandata Kandata Parohanti Purushas Pare Evan Durvan Kurana Patanu Shatena Cha. And what is medicine? There is only one important element of medicine, and that is food. Food is our best medicine. When food is misused, it becomes poison. You know? So we need to always adore food Annapurna Mata is Ma Parvati. She is a goddess of food. When she is misused, then disease comes. And then we need different kind of medicine. You know, they say you should eat your food like medicine. If not, you will eat medicine like food. No? So that's why it's important to adore food, to worship food. Om, we put pan inside. Panaya swa, panaya swa, vyanaya swa, udanaya swa, samanaya swa. And the pan represents all the different forms of air that goes through the body. Panaya swa, vyanaya swa, udanaya swa, samanaya swa. Different forms of air that makes this body healthy. Then we put a supari inside. Om ya falini pharada pushpam tisriya sarve shantir bhavatu. And the supari represents good health. We put a coin inside. Hiranya garbha garbhastang hema bijang vivayaso ananta punya palada mata shanti prayachame tulsi hema rupam cha rakna rupam cha manjarim bhav moksha pradang tibram arpayami hari priya Sri Kalasha Bhagwan ki jai. Om. And we place upon the Kalasha, we place some beautiful Devis, and we call them indeed by beautiful names also. Ambe, Ambike, Ambalike. Namanayati kaschan sasasya shwakaha subhadrikang kampila vasinim. We invite the goddess. We were talking about the male aspect of God. Kalshasya mukhe Vishnu, Kanta Rudra Samasrita, Mula Tatra Astastito Brahma, Madhyama Trigana Smrita, Kukshautu Sagara Sarve, Sapta Dvipa Vasundara Rigvedotaya Jurveda Samaveda Yatharvanam. So we were talking only about the male aspect of God. Now, we must place the female aspect of God also. If not, nothing is completed. In Sanatan Dharma, the female is always placed in front. Sitaram. Sitaram. That's why we say Sitaram. Radhe Sham. Uma Mahesh. Vani Hiranya Garbha. So, on top of the Kalasha, we put one of two things. Our tradition is we put a diya on top of the Kalsa. Why we put a diya on top of the Kalsa? Because the diya represents Chakshu. It represents the eye of the world. And the eye of the world is nothing but Surya Narayan Bhagwan himself. Everything is impossible without Surya Bhagwan. So when the diya is placed on top of the Kalasha, Bhagwan Surya, and when Bhagwan Surya is present, all the grahas surrounds. All the Navgraha Devata comes. And the light also represents Lakshmi. Narad Muni says, Surya Chandra Madhyavat Narada Rishigata Om Jai Lakshmi Mata Tumko Nishadin Sevat Har Vishnu Data Om Jai Lakshmi Mata. That the Lakshmi is Surya, Chandra, Madhyavata Narada Rishigata. The Saint Narad says that the light that comes from the moon and the sun they forms Lakshmi. So we put the diya on top of the kalasha and we perform puja. So you would go other places and you will see them putting the coconut on top of the kalasha. So why do we put the coconut now? If the diya is the light, that light and this one has no difference. You know? That light and this one has no difference. Did you see the fire in this one? It is there. So somebody who knows good about coconut, anybody here used to make oil? No? So the coconut is very special. This coconut has the kernel inside. The kernel inside is the edible part, representing the solidness of this existence, earth. In this coconut, majority of this coconut is filled with what? Water. Majority of our earth is water. And in this coconut, there is also air. You never see the air because when the coconut is broken, you did not see the air element. And also in this coconut, there is fire. Anybody ever see that one? So you need to see that there is also fire in there. So there is one element above the air that it is hot. That air is hot. And if you pick up a dry coconut and you touch the eyes, and one of these eyes are a little slimy, you must know that the fire element has already gone and the coconut is no longer good. So the minute the fire element leaves, the coconut rots. So when you break the coconut, the first thing you will hear is a gushing sound. The gushing sound is the fire element. So if you put the diya on top of the kalsa, or you put this coconut on top of the kalsa, there is no difference. What is inside the kalsa is inside the coconut, and the fire is on top. If you turn the coconut upside down, guess what will happen? The fire element will come to the top. If you turn it sideways, the fire element will come to the top, but it will never mix. This here is the whole universe. Kalasha Bhagwan ki jai. And so the Kalsa represents Bhagwan Vishnu himself. It represents all the forms of Bhagwan. Devadanava samvade madhyamane mahodado utpanosi tada kumbha vidrito Vishnu na swayam. Vishnu na swayam. It is Bhagwan Vishnu himself. Nothing is missing. The Kalsa represents the total form of Bhagwan. There is that beautiful verse from the Ved. Devdanava samvade madhyamane mahodado utpanno sitada kumbha vidrito Vishnuna swayam. And what is that mantra saying? It says that one time the Devatas and the Rakshas, they were fighting. You know that story? The Devatas and the Rakshas, they were fighting. And then they came to a truce. And the truce is that we will churn the ocean and whatever come out we will distribute. Both of them know that that's not going to be the truth. And so whatever was coming out, they will distribute. Dev, Danav. Dev means positive. Danav means negative. If you take one positive and one negative and you put it together, you get 0. You put 2 positive together and 2 negative together, you get 0. You take 100 positive and 100 negative together, you put this 0. And 0 is Bhagwan. He's Nirgun. He does not have any gunas. That's Vishnu Bhagwan. That's Bhagwan himself. He's Nirgun. That's what the Ved mantra is saying. God does not have any gunas. He doesn't have any bad qualities. And if you want to ask good qualities, he's neutral. He's always neutral. And from him, everything comes, and everything is either positive or negative. And when they go back in him, it becomes neutral. Even the Rakshas, when they go back in Bhagwan, they become neutral. So devotees, this is what the Ved mantra is telling us. So now we're going to do very special puja to... So we put a nice canopy of kush grass on top of the Kalasha. You know why? You know what is a kush grass? Kush grass is the hair of Bhagwan Vishnu. So that's where the hair is. So you don't know now which one is Lakshmi and which one is Vishnu. They're both one. प्रेम से बोलिए श्री लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की जय, कलश भगवान की जय. Devotees, technically, when we done Kalasha Puja, we don't need to do no more puja. We have done all the puja. All Devata and Devi puja is done. Kalasha Bhagwan is most important. All our puja is done when we do Kalasha Bhagwan puja. So at this point, we are going to, for formality, we are going to do more puja. Formalities only. So we'll do some puja to Lakshmi Mata, and we're going to ask Lakshmi Mata, Rin, Rog, Adi, Daridra, Papa, Kshurapamito, Bhaya, Shok, Manastapa, Nashantu, Mama Sarvada. Bless these devotees, O Lakshmi Ma, so that they mustn't live by borrowing. They must always have a lot. Rog, they shouldn't be succumb to disease. Pap, they should not cheat other people to meet their daily living. That is what we pray for. We pray not to steal from other people so as to feed our family. If we steal from other people to feed our family, we are only feeding our family pap. We are feeding them sin. And that sin, one day, is going to come out.